Howdy, I'm Lee Wilson, and this is TGO Wyoming. Injuries can happen anywhere.
In the home.
While you're driving. While you're out for a walk or a hike.
We don't all live in a bubble, floating through space, protected from everything. We need to be prepared for injuries. Therefore, it's important to have a properly prepared medical kit with you at all times, and the skills to use it. When you need a medical kit, you need a medical kit pronto. And part of being a prepared and responsible adult is having medical supplies and training with you at all times. Vanquest Tough Belt Gear has given us the option of an easy way and an effective way of keeping our gear with us at all times, with the introduction of the new Generation 2 FATPacks. These are available in a 7x10, which is the big mamma jamma right here, by far my favorite, the very useful 5x8, and the personal-sized 4x6. We're going to take a look at all three of these. I'm going to go through all the features and show you guys why these are awesome bags to keep your med kit in. We're going to start off with a little 4x6. So the FATPack is the first aid trauma pack, and it's a series of medical packs that are really just specifically designed to make life easier when you're in a bad situation and you need your medical gear. Now I have the little 4x6 hooked up to my pig chest rig here, and this is just a fantastic thing, and I'm just using some Vanquest's quick sticks here. You can actually very easily detach the little trauma pack from there. So let's get to the meat and bones of this little guy. The 4x6 is the smallest of the three, but it doesn't mean that it's not loaded with features. So starting on the front here, we have two 1-inch nylon straps, so you can easily put something on the front there. You can slide down your shears. We have elasticized straps here on the side, on each side, which is awesome, so you can stick your scissors in there, and of course these really cool little hook and loop organizers right here. Now, my favorite part of these packs is how easy they are to get into. This little red hook and loop here identifies it as your med kit, which is also removable, but it also attaches to this little grab handle with another hook and loop section here, so you can put an identifier on there if you need. But you can just grab it and rip it open. There is a loop here on the back, and of course two more little loops and a set of standard MOLLE down here, and two more loops down here. There are so many ways you can attach this to your gear or just have it attached to your belt, whatever, you've got it covered. So once you get it open, the thin clamshell's open like this, and this is where we see the beauty of this pack here. So we have elastic loops here, another one here, main loop here, another one here, another one here. Now these little side loops are great for your EpiPens or any kind of cylinder that you might need to carry with you. And of course it has Vanquest's traditional bright orange interior. This makes it really easy to see what's going on inside the bag and see everything you have in there. You have one large compartment here, and of course one behind it. And you have each little wing has its own compartment here. And then you get into a fantastic shock cord ladder system up here. So you can actually stretch this out, and you can put items easily in here. Absolutely fantastic way to organize all your stuff. The 5x8 is where things get really interesting. They start off with a lightweight MOLLE Air panel on the front here covered in hook and loop, and this is really a cool MOLLE system because it's super lightweight, strong, and gives you all your hook and loop. We'll have a pouch here in the front that slips behind. That is great for keeping smaller items. Again, with the hook and loop on the top here, very similar features to the 4x6. You have your elastic straps on the side here, more hook and loop, MOLLE on the back, grab loop, and this of course opens the same way. Rip it down, open her up. This looks a lot like the 4x6, but just in a bigger scale. Now this is really an awesome size for just everyday weekend camping, keeping in the vehicle with you. If you're going out by yourself or going out with a small group of people or your family, this allows you a lot of space to put your medical items. Again, we have a shock cord ladder system here. We have more elastic strapping here, And this little doojobby right here, this is great for if you have like a Delta Dart or something, if you're qualified to use those. Again, EpiPens, large pouch here, slip pouch behind here, large pouch on the wings, high-vis orange interior. The 5x8 is just like the 4x6, but just a little bit bigger, and with the addition of that awesome Molly Air. The 7x10 is a big mamma jamma of a pack, and this is one of my absolute favorite items of kit that Vanquest has ever released, because it is just freaking awesome. It was designed in collaboration with Ken Harper at Prepare One. That's prepare-one.com. Check him out. And this thing is just a beast. You can fit so much in it. You can fit a full-size Sam Splint in this. And as a larger group pack, this is awesome. If this is what you want to keep in your car when you're going on a family trip, so you can have enough supplies in here to handle most trauma situations. Starting at the top again with the awesome low-profile Molly Air. And a nice deep slip pouch. I mean, this thing goes all the way down. Now, we've traded in the elasticized loops on the side. We just have our hook and loop here and a couple of regular loops. Molly on the back. Again, big, huge grab handle. And, of course, a place for either a name tape or something that'll denote that this is indeed a trauma pack, aside from just a little red piece right there. Again, the whole thing can come up by just pulling it. Now, this is where it gets really cool. They have integrated a micro organizer into this. So, and this is actually removable, just with some hook and loop right there. But this is a nice little organizer that zips open. It is, of course, reinforced clear plastic there. Opens up nice and big so you can see your contents. Easily get to them. Shock ladder system. High-vis nylon on the inside. There is so much space in this thing. It is just unbelievable. I mean, you can fit full-size dressings in there. You could throw all of your halo seals in there. I mean, this thing, you could load this out. I don't even know if I have enough to load this out, enough medical equipment to load this thing completely out. What's really great on all of these is they're using number 8 YKK zippers, so you can be sure that when you are using this hard, it is going to hold up. Now, of course, one of the easiest ways to do this here is you could just squish it down. Oops, need to fold that back in there. Okay. Zipper back up, and you have an awesome form factor. The Gen 2s have really made a serious improvement, and with the addition of the 5x8 and the 7x10, I mean, we're talking some serious, awesome medical kits. So here I have the Gen 2 right next to the Gen 1. This is my older Gen 1. And this has been a really awesome little trauma kit, but there are some serious improvements on the Gen 2 that I would like to go over with you guys, just to show you why this is such an improvement. So starting at the front here, the Gen 1 just has your little hook and loop straps here, and as you notice that there are 2 straps on the side here that are not elasticized, whereas on the Gen 2 there's 1 non-elasticized strap and then 2 elasticized straps. So elastic straps there are awesome. Of course, you still have your 2 Molly straps on the front here and your hook and loop panel. I really like having the elastic straps. I think it's really great for when you need to throw your cat tourniquet on there or your soft tee, whatever tourniquet you're using. It is just easier to get this attached on the new Gen 2. At the front, the original version has a just larger doubled over loop here, and I personally prefer the new design. I think having this squished down in the center, this gives you a more rigid grab handle, and the addition of having your little bright red hook and loop strap there makes this a lot easier to identify as a medical kit, and it's also much, much easier to open compared to the old one. So once we get them open, things look pretty darn similar in here. You notice they've changed the stitching up a little bit. You have, on the old one, you had the Velcro, or the loop panel of the hook and loop there, and now it's actually covered up a little bit on the Gen 2 by the seam on these zippers here. The Gen 2 has the addition of this little extra bit of webbing here, whereas the Gen 1 just has the standard nylon loop, or the elastic loops there. So very similar in carrying capacity, but a little better organization sitting here on the Gen 2. On the back, things are similar. On the Gen 1, you just had one loop down here as opposed to the two loops. And of course, you have a much larger grab loop on the Gen 2 here, and with your two loops here, which are also easier to use. These are awfully tight and tiny, and they're not really useful for anything, but everything is actually very useful on the Generation 2. Overall, I'm thoroughly impressed with these. So let's load one up and see what it looks like. So here's an example of how I'd have this thing loaded out for a gunshot wound kit. This is a very, very simple setup in the 4x6, and this is something I keep on like my chest rig or something, just to handle immediate injuries. So on the side here, you can see I'm using those loops to contain my tourniquet here. You could just grip and rip, get this out of there. Good retention, so you're not going to lose your tourniquet. On the other side, I'm using the elastic loop plus the hook and loop here to retain my shears. Awesome. The 4x6 kit gives you enough room so you can rip her open. I've got an Asherman chest seal here. We've got some tape. Of course, a nasopharyngeal airway. Tension pneumothorax needle, if you're qualified to use these, and a small Israeli bandage. That all easily fits in here, and of course you could tailor this kit to suit your needs. It's a small kit, so you're just going to have to keep it really stripped down. I think it works great as a gunshot wound trauma kit. The 5x8 is by far my favorite kit. This gives you a lot of space, and this is a great way to keep a whole bunch of gear with you. So again, tourniquet on the outside, easy to get to. Trauma shears, of course, locked in, still easy to get to. When you crack this guy open though, now you've got even more stuff. So you can throw a triangle bandage in there, some waterproof tape. I've got a small Israeli bandage in there. Again, got my nasopharyngeal airway, my tension pneumothorax needle, a full-size Israeli bandage, and this is also large enough to let me fit a 35-gram pack of Celox in there, and my hyphen vents. Big pack, awesome capacity. Of course, we saved the biggest and baddest for the last. This is the 7x10 FATPack, and this thing is just this is a hoss. This thing's a monster, man, and it is just fantastic. I don't even have it loaded up all the way, and I've got a lot of stuff in there. Things you might consider putting in the front pouch, of course, would be like some antiseptic wipes or something like that. Again, great retention of your shears right here on the side. Just got to get under there, get those open. This is really good material here. So we're just gonna throw those aside. Again, the whole thing just rips right open. I sent my waterproof tape flying. I don't have anything in here because I just don't have anything in there. But man, you can throw your small medications in there. You could throw, aspirin, ibuprofen. You could throw wet wipes in there, antiseptic wipes, anything you need to keep organized in there. But we're going to go with what I've shoved in here, right? So I've got an entire package of Curlix in here. That's, bulky and big, fits in here just fine. Got an ace bandage. Of course, my tourniquet. My triangular bandage. I mean, you can just fit so much stuff in this. It's friggin' believable. I love it. 2 Israeli bandages, large and small. Again, tension pneumothorax needle. I've got 2 different chest seals in here just for giggles. I've got my Asherman chest seal there, and I've got my hyphen vents, my Celox, and of course my nasopharyngeal airway. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a lot of gear in one pouch. And there are probably better ways to load this out. This is just some stuff I have on hand that usually stays in my get home bag, so It's a great way of illustrating just how much you can throw in this medical kit. The world's a dangerous place, but you just can't run around wrapped head to toe in bubble wrap. It's a little impractical. But thanks to the Vanquest FATPacks, you can keep all your medical supplies close at hand. I love these things, give them 2 thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you have found this video entertaining and or educational. If you have, leave me a comment in the comment box below. I'd like to hear from you guys. And if you feel like it, give me a thumbs up or share this video. And don't forget to subscribe for more great videos. And as always, stay safe, shoot straight, and I'll see you all next time.
Can I go home? Planet Earth? Can I go back to planet Earth, please? I'm about done with space. Should have brought a book.